November, 1944. In the forests of Oregon, something strange falls from the sky. There is no aircraft. No explosion. No warning. Only silk, paper, and an unfamiliar weapon lying in the trees. During World War II, Japan launched one of the most unusual attacks ever carried out against the United States. Balloon bombs. After the Doolittle raid in 1942, Japanese planners searched for a way to strike the American mainland without risking pilots or ships. The solution came not from aircraft, but from the jet stream. High above the Pacific, fast-moving air currents flowed from Japan directly toward North America. Japanese scientists calculated that if a balloon could reach sufficient altitude, the wind itself would carry it across the ocean. The result was the Fugo balloon bomb. Each balloon was nearly 10 meters in diameter, made from thousands of hand-glued sheets of paper reinforced with konnyaku paste. Beneath it hung a payload of incendiary and anti-personnel bombs, suspended by a complex web of cords. The weapon was simple in concept, but sophisticated in execution. To survive the journey, the balloons needed to maintain altitude for days. An automatic control system released sandbags when the balloon descended and vented hydrogen when it climbed too high. Once the ballast was exhausted, the bombs were released, and the balloon self-destructed. Between late 1944 and early 1945, Japan launched over 9,000 balloon bombs. Most fell into the Pacific Ocean. But several hundred reached North America. Balloon bombs were discovered across the western United States and Canada, from Alaska to Mexico. Some landed in remote forests. Others drifted into farmland. A few struck power lines, briefly disrupting electrical systems. The U.S. government responded with silence. To prevent panic and deny Japan feedback, American newspapers were asked not to report the incidents. Firefighters, foresters, and military personnel were quietly warned to be alert for unexploded devices. For months, the public knew nothing. Then, in May 1945, the silence broke. In Oregon, a balloon bomb detonated, killing 6 civilians, 5 children and a pregnant woman. They were the only people killed by enemy action on the U.S. mainland during World War II. After that incident, Japan halted the program. The balloon bombs had failed to cause widespread damage. Weather, imprecise targeting, and the vastness of North America had rendered the weapon ineffective. Yet the psychological intent was clear. The balloon bombs were never meant to win the war. They were meant to remind Americans that distance no longer guaranteed safety. After the war, unexploded Fugo devices continued to be found for decades, hidden in forests and mountains, silent remnants of a forgotten attack. Paper balloons, carried by the wind, crossing an ocean. A weapon without pilots. Without guidance. Without mercy. The balloon bombs did little physical damage. But they proved something far more unsettling. Even the sky could be weaponized.